Procrastination.
They'll do your work at the end of the night. Like if it's due 1 o'clock in the morning, do it like 8 o'clock at night, so you can get help from the teacher or someone like that.
Or if you tell yourself that you're gonna do it, like, let's say you get an assignment on a Wednesday, don't wait until the next Wednesday when it's due, because you won't get it done.
Like in middle school, a lot of people don't study. Like I know I didn't study at all.
I definitely do it.
In like my 9th grade year, I hardly studied, even though I did more than middle school. But 10th grade year and when you're in dual enrollment, it is very crucial to study. Like study almost every day, because you don't know when you're gonna have like a pop quiz, because teachers are very famous for that, and you don't know what like material they're gonna put on the test. Like Miss Sample, don't ever take her word.
If you have Miss Sample's class, don't slack on studying, because on her quizzes and on her tests, you never know what's going to be on there. Even though sometimes her exams and her tests are take home, you always want to know ahead of time what the context of the test is going to be, so it's a little bit easier. So
The key to studying is like make sure that you're fully focused on your work. Like don't have the TV on and try to read the section of the textbook, or don't be on your phone or anything.
don't listen
Like,
to anything that will get you really hyped, like if you have your headphones in, because you will get so distracted. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, so just like know that studying is time for you to like absorb knowledge and not just,
Another difference is like when you get to college level classes, you're gonna use Gaggle more, which is an online like website where you use to submit your essays and like different things. You're gonna use this a lot from Ms. Bishop's class in ENC 1101. All your essays are due through Gaggle at 1 a.m. If you do not have computer access, or like don't have time or like a computer at home, it's gonna be really hard for you to keep up with your classes and get that grade high, because everything is through electronics. Everything's through Gaggle.
Check your emails, because you'll have a lot of the college professors or teachers who are going to send emails to you, like if they're not in class one time, you know what your assignments are ahead of time, and whether or not an assignment is due, or you just have some assignment that your teachers just decided to email you and it's due the next day. You'll go to class and you'll totally forget that you checked your, or didn't check your email, and you'll be sitting in class like, what's everybody doing?
but email is like your way of contacting your professor, and like that's y'all like prime communication. Like it's the number one way you
Can't
communicate
call
with
your
teachers.
But they do have this new program where they text you.
Oh yeah,
That's a good program. They'll text you like about homework.
Reminder.
It's like a mass text. It's really cool.
but you can't always count on them to remind you. That's why you need to have your stuff together.
Yeah.
So
Being that you're an early college or a dual enrollment student, teachers are going to treat you like college students, and they're going to expect more out of you maturity-wise and stuff like that. So, gotta grow up a little bit.
freshmen have to pass PERT in order to like step up in their sophomore year to get classes like AMH 2010 or ENC 1101 and college algebra to help them progress in the early college program. But for like dual enrollment students, like because mostly those are juniors and seniors, the SAT and the ACT are crucial, because that's how you're going to get into college classes and get accepted into colleges and universities.
Another thing you have to make sure is you have to keep your GPA up, because along with PERT, if you don't have the right GPA, you're not going to be able to go to ENC 1101 or AMH or MAC 1105. You have to have a 3.0 for high school and a 2.0 for FSCJ. And if you don't meet those requirements, they will take you out of all your college classes you have at LEAD, or if you're at the college, they will take you away from the college.
And don't think because you have a 2.9, you're going to make the 3.0 grading scale, because you're not. They don't take GPAs lightly, so it's really important that you need to stay on top of your grades and maintain a 3.0, or for any early college or dual enrollment, higher than the 3.5, because you never want to get below that scale, because it could hurt you in the end. So.
And another thing, when you do pass your college readiness scores, they won't take you out of your classes that quarter, but they will take you out. They will change your courses for the next semester. So don't think like as soon as you get the scores, the next day they're gonna change the classes. That's not how it's.
Yeah, it's
In
all a
second year,
process.
you take PERT and you pass it the first time because it gets harder to like try to keep passing it because it's gonna push your 10th grade year further because then you're gonna have to take ENC 11-1 your second quarter and push everything back, and then you're gonna be rushing to try to pass your scores and fit into the class when if you pass it the first time, you'll just have to take it first semester and your second semester will be a breeze.
Don't take these like college classes lightly because they are like a big deal. Don't think like, oh, this is just another English class or something like that because in the end you're saving a lot of money and you can take advantage of this as to like cutting college short in the future. So like don't take these classes lightly, take them serious and they do count.
Ultimately, don't get discouraged. Just do your best and stay on top of your work and just keep pushing through it.
And a main thing that you always need to remember is that everything in your college classes are in the syllabus. You're gonna get the syllabus in the beginning of your class on your first day of school, and your syllabus is like your best friend because you always know what you're gonna do for that certain day, that certain week, when your projects are due, what the email is, contact information. You know everything. So make sure that you always have your syllabus with you at all times because that's something that we've all learned and that all the dual enrollment and early college students have learned to always keep and prioritize.
For example, Miss Bishop will not tell you what we're doing that day, or like if we have a quiz in next class. She'll give you like reminders, but you need to check your syllabus every day to make sure you know what's next and like what you're going to be doing that day because they're treating you like an adult and they expect you to know and be ready and when you get to class, come out with your materials and be prepared for what you're going to do that day.